Where should you start blogging this year? Should you set up your own WordPress website? Should you start on Ghost, Wix, or perhaps go for more exotic options like Framer? I've created my first blog in 2011, and I've developed a very simple and neat system that is making me $100,000 a year writing for 2 to 3 hours on the internet. If you actually want the full playbook, it's the first link in the description. So before actually showing you exactly the strategy to start getting your 1,000 plus reader, I'm actually going to show you how you actually want to think about it long term. Having your own website with WordPress or Ghost is definitely something that you want to consider. The reason is that your blog is your own piece of real estate of the internet, which means that nobody can ban you from having a blog, which could happen on other platforms. The reason why I bring this up is that it's way easier and way faster if you're just getting started to actually start writing on platforms like Medium. And let me tell you why. First of all, you don't have to actually set anything up. You don't have to rack your brain about what theme should you install, what plugins, and so on and so forth. You simply create a Medium account and then click on this tiny button right here, write, and then all you have to do is basically start writing. The interesting thing about Medium, it has a pool of roughly 95 million readers each month. So you definitely want to take advantage of it. Similarly, you also want to use Substack. So Substack is a little bit like Medium. It has a little bit more tailwind right now than Medium. As you can see, a few million more visitors. And the interesting thing is that you can actually publish the same articles on Medium and on Substack. And that's exactly what I'm doing. If you look at this article right here, I simply copy and paste that article also onto Medium. It doesn't really have to be more complicated than that. Simply copy and paste the content across both platforms. Now, here is the interesting thing about Medium is actually don't need to engage with anyone. If the article is good, if people are reading it, and if it actually complies to the Medium guidelines, then you might go viral, as I did several times on that specific platform, like with this article right here. When it comes to Substack, there is a little bit more legwork because you have this kind of social media feed right here. So when you're just getting started, your articles are not going to get any traction unless you actually start commenting on other people's posts. So this is roughly 30-minute task per day. So I have a list of specific creators that I interact with every day, or at least I just try to do so because I'm not in a position where I actually need to get my business off the ground. And yeah, this will allow you to get really like more exposure to your Substack publication. But at the beginning, this is something that it's not going to take you more than 1 or 2 hours per day. So here is the interesting thing. You can then take that same article and repost this on your website, right? So most people are scared about posting the same content across 3 different channels, but that's exactly what I'm doing. So the interesting thing is that once you actually publish something on Medium, you can go to the story settings, and then so that you don't get penalized when it comes to SEO, you can simply head over to the advanced settings and simply tick, hey, this story was originally published elsewhere, and then you simply add the link back to your website. So Substack doesn't have this feature, but I found that Medium has way more leverage when it comes to SEO. Simply do this and you'll be fine. You can repost one piece of content across 3 different platforms. And that's exactly how I would start blogging today. Now, simply repurposing and writing content is basically not enough. You still need to know exactly how to write a piece of content so that you can attract a profitable audience and turning this into a 6-figure income, because you're not going to make money by simply writing articles. You also need a back end to turn these readers into paid clients. That's exactly what I'm going to show you in this free course. Again, it's the first link in the description. And with that being said, hope this was helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.